Hi, we're Charlotte and Cory, and we are walking the Camino Portuguese over 12 days from Porto to Santiago de Compostela. We start our Camino on the coastal route before joining the central route, walking a total of 271 kilometers. This is our Camino. Nearly there, nearly getting ready.
Had breakfast.
We've had brekkie day 3. I'm not sure how many cases today. I think between 20 and 26. I'm going to see how we go. Probably going to try and get 26, but we'll see. It rained all last night, so our clothes that we tried to wash are really damp. So they're going to take all day probably to dry it.
Day 3, we are here in Aguçadoura, setting off for another hike. I think we're going to aim for around 20 to 24 kilometers, something like that. 20 to 26. But Charlotte has picked up some walking sticks from one of the other pilgrims, which is really sweet. It's a Canadian couple who have actually just finished off the Camino Frances, which they started in 2020, and then everything got shut down when they were sort of halfway through it. So they had to get back to Canada during all the crazy flight cancellations and lockdowns and everything. But they've just returned, finished off their Camino Frances, and they're continuing off to Porto. So they're going backwards. So they've only got a couple of days left on their Camino Portuguese coastal route. So he's donated his walking sticks to Charlotte.
Woo! I was getting some sore shins and he said this should help my posture and then hopefully my shoes won't be as sore.
So thanks, Martin. Very, very kind of you. Sticks.
Let's use these sticks.
Let's see. I just love the morning light. It's so nice to be up early in the morning walking with the sunrise. Today we're actually up a little bit earlier because the clocks... Oh, what happened there?
Oh, stuck.
Charlotte's stick got stuck in the wood. We're up a little bit earlier because the clocks went forward last night. It was Sunday, the 24th of March, so the clocks have gone forward. We've lost an hour's sleep, unfortunately. Also, we were a bit more prepared today because we've had the experience before where on a Sunday, all the grocery stores are all closed. So we've got some few extra snacks today that we picked up from the supermarket in Aguçadoura, which was a pretty good one, actually. A lot of options there. So we've got some snacks to last us for the day, and hopefully we find somewhere for dinner. Fingers crossed. 3 days in, how are we feeling? How's our bodies?
Body's doing okay. They do say the first few days are the hardest, like a shock to the body. And then you kind of get into the rhythm of walking. And kind of like the past 2 nights going to bed thinking, oh my God, I'm so sore, how am I going to walk tomorrow? And I wake up and I'm feeling okay. Last night my feet were really painful. I had blisters.
You got in and you just laid straight on the bed and horizontal.
I was kind of limping, couldn't walk too much. The lower part of my shins were really hurting, and then today my feet feel a lot better. The blisters aren't too sore.
But yeah, the most important thing for me is to get in, have some stretches, stretch out the legs, the side, the back, do some forward folds, a bit of yoga poses in there, downward dogs and things. And then that way I think the next day your muscles haven't seized up. I think it's really important to do that.
And yesterday was only the second night, but it definitely felt a bit more social in the albergue. The first one was pretty quiet, and I think, we hadn't really met many people, but last night we met quite a few people, like recognized some people on the path now that we've seen since the beginning. A bit more of that Camino community vibe now, which is also a huge part of it. Like when we was in the Camino Frances, like the first few days were so hard going over the Pyrenees, but because you're with this group of pilgrims, you're just talking and you get to know each other. Kind of makes it a lot easier. Depends what kind of person you are. I'm not overly social, but situations like this, I do think that Camino community really helps.
Well, it's hard. We had about 22 kilometers.
It's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And you're how old?
14.
14 years old.
Yeah.
Go you. Woohoo! And you're walking with your dad, right?
Yes.
Matthias? Hi.
No, it's my first time, but it's my father's 6th.
Ah, so he's the Camino, the pilgrim expert.
Yeah.
Cool.
I think.
Nice.
and a cafe. Finally, after about 10 kilometers, and we're all exhausted. None of us have the energy to move.
But anyway, time for coffee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Coffee time, Chaz?
OJ.
We've just been stopped by a lady in the street telling us to wait. Let's see what she has in store for us.
Ok, thank you, obrigada. Okay.
We're in Esposende right now, taking a break. They seem to have a race right now here, right there.
Lovely stop in Esposende. We've had a nice little seat in the sunshine. We had some nice juice and some ice cream. Bit of a treat, and we had the run. There was a Sunday race going on at the Esposende trail or something. So it was very pleasant. A very nice atmosphere in this town. If you're looking for a stop in this area, Esposende seems like a lovely little place to stop. How you going, Chaz?
Okay, not too bad. Just deciding if we're going to stop soon or carry on further.
If Santiago wants us, nice to meet you.
Bon Camino. So we just said goodbye to Emma and Matthias from North Germany. They were good company, very chatty. But now we're leaving the coast. We're going to head inland, and that means we're going over a bit of a mountain. So the hill climb starts, and I think this is where Charlotte appreciates her poles.
Maybe, yeah.
It's been a very lovely walk through this village. Now it's kind of like a few villages, I guess. But we're off the main road. That's the reason why we've come up the hill a little bit. We haven't gone over the hill like I thought we were going to do. But we've just been walking amongst these little back streets, these cobbled streets. Lots of people's dogs and cats. It's very cute and very sweet. And yeah, we're just slowly making our way, but it's been very peaceful. Really nice, perfect walking temperature. The sun on our backs, it's lovely. Well, we've just stumbled into a little gum tree forest, it seems. Beautiful river nearby. It looks very inviting, but this area is so nice and cool actually. The afternoon sun was getting a little bit warm. But yeah, we have this beautiful little last bit. We've got 2 kilometers to go, or probably a little bit less than that now. And we just stopped for a quick orange break. Because yeah, it's always the last little bit that's really hard. But yeah, not long to go. We have this nice little path through the woods.
Look ahead, the sea is calm, and I know we've been through a lot, but just wait.
I'm not trusting my feet. Oh, this last K is challenging, isn't it? Whew.
How magical?
Very magical. Lovely way to end the day. The magical woodland. That looks so cute.
If we just hold on tight, this vision that I saw is getting closer every dawn. We are dreamers of the shore.
Well, 400 meters to go.
What? That was a long 50 metre.
It's uphill, so the meters go a bit slower. But yeah, super nice spot down there by the bridge. I think Christine is going to pop down later for a little swim, which is a great idea if you're staying up here at this albergue. Let's see if they have space for us.
Horizon soon will be there. Hold on tight. I can smell the shore, it's right in front of us if we just hold.
Well, we made it, and we're the only people here, but that's okay. We have the whole place to ourselves, and it's 12 euros per person, and you can also get washing and drying for 3 euros per person as well. So maybe we'll do that today. But we're actually quite lucky because the clocks went forward last night. Well, we lost an hour's sleep, but that means we get an extra hour in the evening for washing and cooking, an extra hour of daylight. So that's good. But now we are going to relax, have a shower, have a stretch for dinner. The supermarket is closed, so we need to go to the restaurant. So it's a surprise for dinner.
This is a massage steak that Cory got from Body Shop. I thought, oh, it's a bit odd. It's going to be weighty, but actually it's a bit of a godsend. It's really, really good. We've been using it every day after our walk, mostly on our leg muscles, and here it's amazing.
Well, that wasn't so bad. We got some chips, a nice salad, and a sunset view. And I got a takeaway baguette for later. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.